If you want to be considered the GOAT, you got to have GOAT-like performances.
But who wants to see a woman miss layups?
I don't know what it is. She gets ejected, only plays 7 minutes, and her team wins.
Angel Reese had hyped up Unrivaled as the future of women's basketball, a groundbreaking league where WNBA stars could showcase their skills and earn better pay. Fans were excited, expecting jaw-dropping performances and highlight reel moments that would prove Reese was truly the face of the sport. But when it came time to deliver, the only thing she delivered was a masterclass in frustration. Reese's game was riddled with mistakes, multiple missed layups that should have been automatic, careless fouls that put her team in a bad position, and an attitude that quickly turned the officials against her. The game was supposed to be a turning point in her career, a moment where she solidified herself as one of the top talents in the league. Instead, it became an unforgettable disaster. And here's the kicker, her team still won without her. Ouch. That fact alone had people questioning her true impact on the court. Was she really the star she claimed to be, or was the hype starting to crumble? It's one thing to be a vocal leader, but it's another to back it up with solid performances. And on this night, Reese didn't deliver. Fans and analysts quickly took notice, sparking debates about whether she was overhyped. If a player is as crucial as they claim to be, shouldn't their absence hurt the team? Instead, her team seemed to thrive without her, raising even more questions. Was she really making the team better, or was she just adding unnecessary drama? These questions were circulating all over social media as the game footage spread like wildfire.
She has her worst professional pro game, and her team wins.
Angel Reese is important. To who? I have been covering Angel Reese for about 2 years now. I have yet to see her draw a single fly to a fresh turd. But according to Angel Reese, everything I do keep going viral.
This wasn't just a bad game, it was a defining moment, one that could shape the way people perceive her career moving forward. Could Reese recover from this embarrassment? Or was this just the beginning of a bigger issue? Why was she ejected? Now let's talk about what actually got her tossed out of the game. Reese only played 7 minutes before getting ejected, and it all happened so fast that fans were left stunned.
She had 15 rebounds, 5 offensive ones, and she missed 5 shots. And I don't know why that happens, but the less she plays, the more successful her teams are. That feels like Andre Drummond, does it not?
It wasn't just a bad game, it was a complete unraveling of composure and confidence. Let's break it down in detail. She missed 5 layups, shots that any elite player should be making in their sleep, committed multiple fouls, putting unnecessary pressure on her team, received a technical for arguing with the referee after a call she didn't like, continued to complain and react emotionally instead of adjusting, leading to another technical foul, and ultimately got ejected in what felt like a matter of moments. The most shocking part? She never tried to pull herself together. Instead of taking a deep breath, calming down, and resetting her mindset, she let her frustration take full control. In sports, emotions can be a powerful tool, but only when managed correctly. Instead of using her anger to fuel a comeback, she allowed it to derail her entire night. Her body language screamed frustration, and her interactions with the referees only made things worse. The energy she put into arguing could have been spent proving why she belongs on the court. And just like that, her night was over before it even truly began.
Ejected. She came back, claimed that Sports Illustrated was running clickbait because they put out an article that said Angel Reese became the first player to be ejected from Unrivaled. It's literally not clickbait. It was true. Everything I do keep going viral.
What should have been a showcase of her talent turned into a highlight reel of mistakes, missed opportunities, and emotional outbursts. This wasn't just a rough game, it was a defining moment, and not in a good way. It left fans wondering, was this just an off night, or is this a sign of deeper issues? Of course, the internet wasted no time jumping in on the drama. Memes, jokes, and critiques poured in like a flood. Twitter and Instagram were buzzing with reactions like, Angel Reese is proving she's all drama, no dominance. She's more famous for controversy than her basketball skills. Caitlin Clark is out here breaking records while Angel Reese is breaking down. This wasn't just a bad game, it was a full-blown spectacle. And to make things worse, instead of taking ownership, Reese went on social media and posted cryptic tweets, even hinting that her ejection was racially motivated. And just to add another layer of controversy, this happened on the first day of Black History Month.
Unbelievable. Black History Month, y'all know I had to be the first. Seriously. So she just claimed that she got thrown out because she's a victim of racism.
When it's not going well for you, claim racism.
She came out, made it about race, and got crushed.
But let's be honest, her meltdown had nothing to do with race and everything to do with handling pressure, or, in this case, not handling it well. Now let's shift gears and talk about the bigger picture. Unrivaled was supposed to be the answer to the WNBA's low salaries, giving players a chance to earn real money and play in a competitive league. It was hyped up as a revolutionary step for women's basketball, one that would finally put players in the financial spotlight they deserve. Fans were promised intense competition, big personalities, and a game-changing shift in how women's basketball is viewed. But just 3 weeks into the season, it's already showing signs of collapse. Instead of electrifying arenas, Unrivaled is struggling to even fill a tiny 800-seat studio. Let that sink in. 800 seats, and they still can't get fans in the door. The buzz around the league is fading fast, and the viewership numbers are downright painful. Some games can barely break 75,000 viewers, a number that barely registers compared to the millions tuning into even mediocre men's basketball matchups. Without high-profile rivalries and elite performances, the league isn't drawing the attention it desperately needs. If that wasn't bad enough, one of Unrivaled's biggest names, Angel Reese, is already eyeing the exit door. Just days after promoting this league as the future of women's basketball, she shocked everyone by tweeting, "Can't wait to get back to Chicago." Hold on a second.
As you can see, she used proper pronouns when addressing her colleagues in the WNBA. Can't wait to get back to Chicago. Really?
And then says, I can't wait to get back to Chicago, man. This person said, don't do that. You spent days bragging about how great Unrivaled is. I mean, that is garbage. We told you people wasn't going to tune in for this league. We tried to tell you that. Oh, no, watch. Angel's going to ball. You can't argue with 76,000 viewers.
Wasn't she the same player who went on and on about how 800 was a better financial opportunity than the WNBA? Now suddenly, she wants to return to making $73,000 in the WNBA when Unrivaled is paying her $250,000 for a short season. Something doesn't add up here. It seems like reality is hit, and she's realizing that without the star power of players like Caitlin Clark, Unrivaled isn't the game changer she thought it would be. Without a true face of the league, Unrivaled is struggling to attract casual basketball fans. And let's be real, without fans, without big-time ratings, the money won't last. If players like Reese are already looking for an escape, what does that say about the long-term success of the league? Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. The gap widens. This situation makes one thing very clear. The gap between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese is growing wider by the day. Caitlin Clark lets her game do the talking, while Angel Reese relies on social media drama. Clark is breaking records, whereas Reese is breaking down on the court. Clark has endorsements from Nike, State Farm, and Gatorade, while Reese complains about low WNBA salaries. Clark rejected Unrivaled, knowing it wasn't serious, whereas Reese joined Unrivaled and is now trying to escape. Clark didn't need a gimmick league to stay relevant. She built her brand through skill and consistency. That's why she turned down Unrivaled's $1 million deal, because she saw this disaster coming a mile away. Meanwhile, Reese jumped in, only to realize that without Clark, Unrivaled is struggling to attract viewers. So, what's next for Angel Reese? That's the big question everyone is asking. She's at a critical moment in her career, and she has two options: refocus on her game, put in the hard work, and prove she belongs among the best. If she can step up her performances, improve her consistency, and silence critics with elite play, she could rebuild her reputation and solidify her spot in the WNBA for years to come. Continue playing the villain role, relying on controversy and social media antics rather than actual basketball skills. Sure, this strategy has kept her in the spotlight so far, but how much longer will that last? Fans can only be entertained by drama for so long before they move on to the next big thing. The real problem? Fans are running out of patience. At first, her outspoken nature and confidence were refreshing, but now people are starting to wonder if she's more talk than action. If she doesn't start delivering real results on the court, the drama will get old fast, and she'll fade into the background. Her brand, which is largely built on controversy and social media attention, can only last so long without elite performances to back it up. And here's the thing, basketball fans love winners. Look at Caitlin Clark. She doesn't need to stir up drama to stay relevant. She lets her game do all the talking. Meanwhile, Clark is thriving, dominating headlines without even trying. Her games average over 2 million viewers, and even WNBA games she doesn't play in have seen a massive rating boost just because of her influence. That's what real star power looks like. Reese needs to decide what kind of career she wants. Does she want to be known as a top-tier athlete who commands respect on the court? Or does she want to be a social media personality who gets clicks but struggles to make a real impact in the game? The ball is in her court, literally. At the end of the day, being famous isn't the same as being great. This latest incident proves that Caitlin Clark is miles ahead, not just in skill, but in handling pressure, expectations, and career choices. She's setting records, inspiring young athletes, and proving that consistency and hard work will always outshine drama and controversy. Meanwhile, Unrivaled is struggling, and Angel Reese's reputation is taking a major hit. The gap between her and Clark isn't just growing, it's becoming impossible to ignore. One is building a legacy through dominance and leadership, while the other is struggling to keep the attention she once commanded. So, let's be real, women's basketball belongs to Caitlin Clark. She's the one driving the sport forward, bringing in fans, and proving that talent speaks louder than social media antics. And Angel Reese? Right now, she's at a crossroads. Will she rise above the noise and prove she's more than just talk? Or will she keep getting left behind? With emotions running high and the internet watching her every move, this is probably not the last viral moment we'll see from Angel Reese. Her name has become synonymous with headlines, but the big question remains, what kind of headlines will she create next? Will she use this setback as motivation to step up her game, silence the critics, and prove she deserves the spotlight? Or will she keep feeding into the controversy, letting her emotions dictate her career trajectory? The pressure is mounting, and how she responds could define her legacy. Some athletes thrive under scrutiny, using the criticism as fuel to elevate their game. Others crumble, allowing the noise to distract them from what truly matters, winning. Right now, Reese is at a crossroads, and fans, analysts, and even her peers are eager to see which path she takes. Meanwhile, one thing is becoming clearer by the day: Caitlin Clark is only getting better. She's not just improving her stats, she's solidifying her position as the undisputed face of women's basketball. While Reese struggles to stay relevant through controversy, Clark is making waves through sheer talent, leadership, and undeniable dominance on the court. If Reese doesn't shift gears soon, she risks being left behind in the dust of Clark's rising legacy. Women's basketball is at a crucial turning point. It's a sport on the rise, gaining more visibility and attracting new fans at a rate we haven't seen before. But for it to truly take the next step, it needs players who can perform at an elite level, elevate the competition, and bring in viewers. Right now, Caitlin Clark is doing exactly that. She's breaking records, setting new standards, and proving that greatness speaks louder than drama. She's making history, not excuses. She's drawing record-breaking TV audiences, not blaming referees. She's leading with confidence, not creating unnecessary distractions. Most importantly, she's inspiring the next generation young athletes who are watching and dreaming of one day being just like her. That's the kind of superstar women's basketball needs. Angel Reese, on the other hand, is at risk of becoming a cautionary tale, a talented player whose off-court controversies overshadow her on-court potential. She has the skills, the physicality, and the presence to be one of the greats. But instead of making headlines for dominant performances, she's making them for the wrong reasons. She's caught in a cycle of drama, and unless she breaks free from it, she may not get the legacy she hopes for. The world is watching. Every game, every move, every moment matters. Will Reese finally step up, silence the critics, and prove she's more than just talk? Or will she continue down the same path, letting her reputation be defined by controversy rather than excellence? Time is running out for her to turn things around. At the end of the day, basketball fans don't just want personality, they want results. Caitlin Clark is delivering those results night after night. If Angel Reese wants to be in the conversation as one of the best, she needs to do the same. And there you have it, another wild chapter in the world of women's basketball. Angel Reese had a night to forget, but the internet sure won't let her. The big question now is, will she bounce back stronger, or is the pressure finally getting to her? One thing's for sure, this rivalry between Reese and Caitlin Clark isn't going anywhere, and we'll be here to break down every twist and turn. So what do you think? Was this just a bad game? Or is Angel Reese proving she's not built for the spotlight? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Before you go, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We've got plenty more deep dives, hot takes, and viral moments coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.